Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another weather forecast here by Aiden's Weather Forecast. I do apologize for not posting up yesterday. There was actually nothing really to talk about, and I was just quite busy, and I didn't really want to make time. I just couldn't make time for this video, especially since it wasn't really urgent. So again, I do apologize, but again, they really would have been an interesting video anyways yesterday. I do apologize for the late video today. I was actually eating dinner with my family, and I want to wish you guys a happy Valentine's Day. Hope you guys are all enjoyed the candy or whatever your friends gave you or whatever. But this can be a very short video on a potential major cold front moving into the northwest and potential northern plain that could bring very cold temperatures. We saw one like that actually within the past couple of hours, but it's mostly over. We could be seeing a little bit of warm up, but it's gonna start really cooling down very, very fast. But if you guys are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, guys. Really means a lot when you guys support my channel. And yeah, without further ado, let's get this video. So again, as we know, next around Tuesday, we're seeing a ton of cold air moving out here into the western Canada area and western United States, especially mainly out here into the mountain ranges in the Rockies. Could be seeing some very cold temperatures out there. But as we now get moving to Wednesday, these temperatures will definitely get a lot colder and actually a lot more widespread. Moving into the north central again. I know we have cold air moving to the south central and the west, but I really want to focus on the northern plains, Midwest, and I guess you can maybe say central plains. This can get very, very cold, and I mean super cold, and it's going to be potentially dangerously cold as well. And this cold air continue moving around the Great Lakes, could be seeing up to 18 degrees below average. And again, up to around this time of the month, it's the coldest average temperatures out here in the Midwest, off the Great Lakes, and it's not going to get any better from the Northeast as well. Going to be seeing very cold temperatures as well out there into the Southeast, and yeah, it could bring up to 18 degrees below average out here into the Northeast. But I really want to focusing right here on the North Central, though, Northern Plains. I know other areas will get colder air. I might post a video about that later on, maybe at some point this weekend. But again, I want to focus mainly on this region out there, North Central, and you see why when we look at the two temperature anomaly shade is, so you can see exactly how cold it's going to be. But again, we could be seeing some possibly upper 20s out there in the southeast. But again, it's not going to be out there showing on the 6 to 10 day outlook or 8 to 14 day outlook. I would have shown it. But again, not showing anything. But again, it could be very cold out there into the northeast, though, and east coast. It's still going to bring up to 18 degrees below average, but that's going to be off the coast and going to be bringing mainly 4 to 7 degrees below average out there throughout the mid-Atlantic, southeast. And then we could potentially see this cold air kind of out there just sitting out here into the southeast. As you can tell, most of the northern Atlantic would be quite cold, so that's going to kind of keep the Gulf Coast, the Gulf of Mexico, kind of keeping the cool side, so not going to really see that many thunderstorms at this point of the week. Not going to be seeing this cold front really not lasting that long, and then even by the 24th, we'll also be seeing some slightly below average temperatures out here, and then looks like we could have a pattern change moving into the west and east. But again, like I said, we're gonna be doing a more detailed video later. But again, it's not incredibly far away, but still, it's not as bad, like super huge major cold front of 30 to 40 degrees below. You know what I mean, guys? But again, as we now get the next 72 hours here, this is Monday. We're going to start seeing this cold air arrive in the west. Not going to be too shabby. 6 to 8 degrees below average at worst, but mainly a 2.5 to 4 degree below average areas. As we now get later into now Tuesday, now you see the major cold air moving. Could be seeing up to 16 below average degrees below average, seeing some scattered airs out here into the west, all the way down the south central, up to a 4 to 6 degree below average range here. And then it gets a bit worse by now Wednesday, late morning at some point. We're going to be seeing closer to 20 degrees to 22 degrees below average. So incredibly cold. Again, the worst of this cold front will be in the north central and Midwest. So that's why we're going to be focusing on it today. And then could actually bring incredibly cold temperature by Thursday. I'm actually going to be in Savannah by Thursday. So it could be quite chilly. And it's going to be bringing a ton of cold air out in the East Coast. Again, it was quite, not just chilly, but freezing last weekend. So this could be another very cold week. Not necessarily a cold weekend. But again, then it'll warm up a little bit by, again, the 25th, and then as we go all the way into March 1st, it could be cold there. So that's what it's showing here all the way to March 1st. Out there, the pattern change. Not going to be seeing much of a difference from now on to actually beginning of March, which is actually quite a shocker. But again, now we're going to be looking at the 2 meter air temperature. All right, so now we're gonna be looking out here into like I said, the air temperature here. Again, right now we're seeing up to two single digits, as you can see, 2 to 3 degrees below average, 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit, and then gonna be seeing some teens up to negative digits out there in far northern Maine. But again, that was mainly from the other system. As you can tell, we saw incredibly cold temperatures earlier yesterday, which I really want to talk about. But again, guys, it wasn't gonna be that major, as it was already the end of the system here, and we're gonna have a little tip of a cold front moving in by Sunday, so that could be another little cold front. Gonna bring another more single digit out here, some 20s moving to the Midwest, and now we're gonna start seeing this major cold front moving in. As you can tell, as we get later into Tuesday, you're gonna start seeing around 12, negative 12 degrees below, negative 12 degrees. Gonna start seeing some very cold temperatures out there into the western United States. These colors are already making me cold out here, but look at this. Negative 20 degrees out here, -7, -18 throughout Minnesota. Gonna start seeing these 20s spreading all the way down to the southeast. And as we now get to Thursday, those temperatures will definitely arrive. And then by Friday, and then we're going to be seeing some potential maybe even 30 in Savannah, which is not rare, but it's not an every time thing. But again, this is really it. It's going to be quite cold, but I hope you got into the video. I apologize for not being as long, but again, it's not a super major or detail at this point. But again, as we get closer, these videos get a bit longer. But bye, guys.